Так, друзья, всем привет! Добро пожаловать на канал Доктор Индус Про Гейминг. Собственно, сегодня у нас Divinity Original Sin или Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Еще ни разу я не играл, полностью нуб, новичок и т.д. и т.п. Вот, но мне ее очень сильно посоветовал мой близкий друг. Так, стрим у нас идет, да. Поэтому хотелось бы попробовать и разобраться вместе с вами, что тут к чему. Пока что у нас одиночная игра. На классический режим. Думаю, что я... Ага, мне тут просят разрешить доступ в интернет, куда угодно. Мы все разрешаем. Так, сейчас, секунду, надо чуть-чуть поднастроить, чтобы все было видно. А чё он тупит-то, а? Давайте перезайдем. Сейчас, секунду. Типа тут я знаю, что типа можно создавать двух персов. Сразу у них типа любовные отношения могут быть и т.д. и т.п. То есть... Так, это понятно. Есть, вижу. Так, имя. Я типа имя не могу поменять, да? Добро пожаловать. Этот экран создания персонажа. Для начала дайте вашим героям имена. Настройте их внешность. Выберите для каждого из них множество классов. Один. Имя. Давай, пускай будет Доктор Windows. Вор. Клинок тени. Странник. Знает все о жизни. Колдун. Волшебник. Подожди, колдун одним своим присутствием вводит ужас на врагов и друзей. Одним движением руки. Боевой маг. Жрец. Заклинатель. Боец. Инквизитор. Рыцарь. Следопыт. Вор. Он не может быть лучником? Капец, здесь очень много навыков вот этих вот. Так, мне кажется, ли у нас стрим подвис немного? Да, стрим подвис. Сейчас пытаюсь пофиксить. Что-то он не видит ее, странно. Должен же видеть. Видит он ее, нет? Параметры. Видео во весь экран. Давай псевдополный экран. Что такое псевдополный экран, интересно? Так, чё он не хочет ее видеть? Ну, ты меня расстраиваешь. Так, перезайду. Что-то не то. Почему-то он ее не видит. Хотя как бы... Новая игра. Он сейчас видит. Так, дождусь, когда персонажи прорисуются. Есть персонажи, окей. Все, круто, круто. Так, имя. Хорошо. А, она может быть боец, инквизитор, рыцарь, следопыт, вор, клинок тени. Стоп. Доктор Виндос и Юнона пускай будет. Так, а стоп. Это странник. Стрельба. Все, это лучник, окей. Пускай у нас, например, барышня будет лучником, а чувак будет магом. Сложно. Но пускай будет, допустим, так.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The cam wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't envy you going there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere's safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off in the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, source hunters.
Пока все понятно. Молниеносный прыжок. Обжигает, поджигает цель. Снаряд. Это экран навыков. Чтобы получить новые навыки, ищите или покупайте книги навыков. Пока что интересно.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Пока что все
Is that a
сложно.
corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Зомби. Возрадуйтесь, ибо статы исполнили мое желание. Впрочем, их причудливой натуре нельзя доверять. Прежде чем воспариться над облаками, подобно орлу, попробуй прыгнуть со скалы на берегу до того, кто способен летать.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things.
Pure madness. How could someone be so utterly naive?
Agreed. Call me skeptical, but a little proof goes a long way for the rational mind.
Диалоги, определяющие черты характера. В некоторых диалогах вашему герою придется выразить собственное мнение, что скажется на его характере. Черты характера могут усилить качество способности, а сварения могут изменяться. Так, пока мне все сложно. Этот рюкзак. Чтобы туда что-то положить, наведите курсор на нужную вещь и нажмите батон 3. Выберите взять в руку. Внимание, что для этого потребуется свободная рука. Наведите курсор. Как-то пока сложно. Хочу проще.
Source hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
И убежал. Бой проходит в пошаговом режиме. За каждый раунд вы можете потратить определенное количество очков действия. Очки действия тратятся на любое действие боя. Потратив вы, завершите свой ход. Порядок расположения портрета показывает, в какой последовательности симптом действовать в бою. Щелкните ЛКМ, наведя курсор на врага, чтобы атаковать его, щелкайте. А, вот это мои очки действия, да? Пробельчик. Я это не достреливаю, да? Ничего себе, подруга. Вот падла, стреляет. Вот тебе Эдун Таридас. Вот сучка. Сейчас будет бить.
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
Блин, да, я соглашусь, боевочка интересная.
Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of sorts. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed, for all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
А, так вот.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
Понял. Понял, принял.
This seems to be broken.
Что произошло?
This seems to be broken. Might need to blow this one open.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
Семь. Семь. Они тут как бы не нужны, да? Окей. Перетягивайте зелья, свитки и специальные стрелы из меню предметов, напоминают, что оттуда и будет доступно. Кроме того, напоминаю.
Careful! There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
feel the burns.
Так-то да, надо лекаться.
Darling Arachnid, aid my plight.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
Какой долгий откат.
Sweet relief.
Что тут выбираю постоянно? Стиральная доска, она не точно нужна? Щелкните по предметам, которые хотите, просто ищите их. Логично.
I needed that.
This seems to be broken. I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
This seems to be broken.
Сперва займись могилами в притворе, а потом иди внутрь, чтобы открыть дверь. Встань плотную к ней, нажми на кнопку, которая появится справа. Чтобы найти открыто.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be
I've
broken.
spotted something.
Ты шо?
There must be some way to open this. We made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
Здесь еще может оружие поломаться.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake. Hold. Our enemies have laid a trap.
Это вообще не вариант. Изношенный балахон искателя, доспех. Запас прочности. Типа пускай это лучше, чем мое. Опять свиток дождь. Снова отмычки.
Under lock and key.
Тут, наверное, надо все же исследовать. Продолжаем идти дальше. Сохранимся.
I've spotted something interesting.
What's this? I found something. What's a strange sort of pit? There must be a way to disarm it.
В смысле, зарядов не осталось.
Salve of the Seven! Back on your feet, soldier!
Интересная такая ловушка. Как это так заряды кончились, я не понимаю.
I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner. I sense enemies nearby.
А где он? Так, что мы можем сделать?
silence awaits you.
Окей. Окей.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
Back on your feet, soldier!
Ошибается.
This seems to be broken.
More junk!
Объединив некоторые предметы, вы можете получить нечто новое. Для этого откройте меню и перетяните одну вещь на другую, чтобы соединить молоток с кастрюлей. Кастрюля есть. Молоток.
Revitalized and restored!
Помятая кастрюля. Окей. 10-7. Ладно, пока со своим побудем.
Revitalized and restored!
Так, автосейвик был.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead. A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it? In life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors, strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had run if you liked, Defiler.
Ну давай махнемся с тобой. Старый пердон. Как бы. Для лучников сначала. Отступим.
Eternal silence awaits you.
Бесконечное молчание ждет тебя.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
I need another chance!
Уф. Вот так вот.
Back on my feet again.
Ключик, молоточек.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
Так, себе хпшечку лекнули. Парниша своему лекну. Не благодари.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the lick.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Cecile.
So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for...
You know what? We'll take you to...
The wizard, you say? Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
Agreed. A wizard is bound to know more about what is going...
Capital, come along.
Не будем же мы убивать своих.
Lovely day for a swig and a song, isn't it? What do you want to know? So, it's Jake you're looking for. Ship sailed on that one, I'm afraid.
Can't tell you much more, except that I heard he was found.
They say 'twas his wife that did it, and I'd bet a box.
As if that proves anything! Bunch of barbaric bastards, a lot of them! They'll kill your spouse and eat your children. We've been.
Well, we did bring a.
Just bite your lip, will you, baby?
Soy seal, yes. Where fishermen come to live and street dogs come to die.
Just cut the cackle, will you, babyers? Now then, stranger. Not that I could blame them. We're legionnaires, of course.
Хорошая озвучка на английском.
For they be the
liberators of.
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, babyers?
Ever kept the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon, buddy.
Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that.
Best way to call.
Just put the.
Fairly well.
Пообщались. Да.
Hoping someone special will be impressed by the way you wield that great heaving weapon?
Понятно. Там уже хотят с нами махаться.
What the hell just happened down there? Orcs? Bloody orcs! Come, let's go back to the
Еще не знаю, как все использовать, конечно. Нас ударил? Вот скотина. Я бы сказал, был даже очень хорошая скотина такая. Прям даже большая-большая скотина. Фух. Еще наших пацанов нормально. Нормально.
Brace.
Приходится отступать. Бля. Чуваки, ну там как-то соберите шамана, попиздите. Да, вот это вот мужика. Да, я понял. О, молодец. Супер вообще.
You can learn something useful.
Oof.
Like how to wash your underthings.
Это вообще пиздюк какой-то. Падла. Remember me to Mrs. Morris. На лыжи давит. Бля, какой живучий. Черный сектант. Ух ты ж, сука.
Did you see that? Those orcs had a human commander.
How very curious. And how very disquieting.
Хочу навыки. Умения определяют, что может сделать персонаж и как хорошо у него это получается. Чтобы повысить уровень умения, используйте очки умения. У каждого умения 5 уровней. А это что?
Taken before his time, far before his time.
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
Неплохо мы ворвались.
Hail, Source Hunter! Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. I'm a proud legionnaire and always will be. But I thought we'd be doing more slashing, less dying, when we landed in... It's these orcs, now that they have that rat-faced... It's hard to say. That ship needs attention and fast, or she's as good as sunk. Got any special Source Hunter tricks to make a blue sky turn to rain clouds? Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs! Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot.
Короче, они что-то знают.
Oi, we legionnaires are loyal. It's these orcs. Now that rat, it's hard to say. That beats me. Whatever the cur's in.
Блин, жалко пацана.
Filthy beasts, I'll kill the last one of you.
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
не забывать себя типа как ходить отряду.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease, you're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk. So you were, and so you were. There we are. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us it's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers
Так, я текст
that
не читаю,
sorcery
читайте
was
про
at
себя на
play.
паузе.
Visit Captain Aureus, though. The local commander of the Legion insists Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so there are. Or rather, there is. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just... Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be... And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be... the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where? Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another. We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't... There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct, to be out in the night, but of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines, but I'm glad we've met, Source Hunt. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may, and with that I bid...
Sex, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap, Arhu?
Не берите, не трогайте чужое имущество, его владельцы... Против кого мы вообще и махаемся? Я больше не буду. Простите меня и отпустите. Чего вы распсиховались? Давайте порешаем как-то по-другому этот вопрос. Капец, он еще и такой достаточно крепкий тип. Крепкий, их так-то херает.
found it.
Сука. Неудача. Бля, ну их очень много. Как я мог видеть, что это ваше имущество?
I can take you all with one shot. Just watch.
Чуваки, давайте порешаем мирно все. Сейчас будет больно. Уф. Падла. Мне сейчас еще пизды дадут. Блять. Почему так больно? О!
Death is its own deliverance.
I am restored.
Кайтим потихоньку. Бля, наши подруги вообще не кайф. Мы на нее и иду, да?
A little help here.
Так а толку, они сейчас их ёбнут.
I'm dying.
Пиздец. Украл, блядь, тазик. Я в одного мага здесь ничего не сделаю.
What's all this wrong? Ah, but you're as well. So you there? So it's hard, Captain. Or Jake was so there. She seemed still don't simply a human, and yet I don't. The lead some we've cordoned off. There's nothing of such to be. But of course it's handy. I'm glad once you're there and with
sex, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap, Arthur?
Он позволяет мгновенно. По сути, это телепорт.
I used to see orcs in every...
Halt! These gates will now be a little ready. You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus, something we can only... I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'll bring some backup if I were you. Thank you for
Давайте-ка оставим ворота закрытыми. Путешествие. Так, фильтровать завершенное. Почему сейчас на нас никто не отреагировал? Что мы типа здесь пиздим все. Типа порыбачить могу, но я этого делать пока не хочу.
Honored to meet you. Wish I was a sword hunter. Dangerous line of work, but it's a... Прикольно, как тут войти в этот... Как сюда попасть? Писец, а как сюда войти-то? Что это за комнатка без окон, без дверей? По-моему, круг я уже делаю.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an Mendius at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be. And that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do? They call the undead a problem, my friend. But those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see... Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a one...
Excuses more. Of course I do. How could...
Quite right. See here. You... too bad your line of work comes with such
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Nor me.
Oh, but I know you're just... Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary...
It's better to lead than to follow.
Better to be served than to...
Well spoken. And that is exactly why I am here. Why, the fabulous five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. What a gem of a question. Straight as now then. To join the fabulous five is to join... Of course. Should you spread the word... By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has... Work hard. Fulfill contracts. Enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. Ah, the feud like nothing more. Of course, of course, of course.
This fabulous five business sounds too good to be true. I'm going to pass.
Agreed. You came on a little bit...
Oh, how frightfully disappointed. Oh, you return.
Oh,
have you ever had the
you can
fortune of
speak that
challenging
way
the
to
fabled wizard of Hunter's End?
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lump... I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain... Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. See, I'm here on... well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of... There's been an attack there, comrade. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to send them packing. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sicil. By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles. Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it. I need a contingent I can trust. I've been scouting Sicil for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the council. More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the town. There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and on top of it all. Now don't get me wrong. I think the mayor's a decent sort, but from what I've heard whispered around the docks, I suspect an illegal sauce, artifact, or substance is at the root of it, but exactly what or who's giving it to him, I can't say. And since I haven't technically been assigned to fella seems like a humble doctor, but I bet a loose-lipped fishmonger let slip that she'd seen our good doctor scale the hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say. You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural. You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cry. Medora's the name. Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion.
Давай возьмем.
A fantastic plan.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all...
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer in a 100-mile radius. Shake.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you can fathom, old friend.
Или тут тоже какой-то мечок есть. Приятная музыка играет.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for infamy. I am the Duke of Ferrell. Though it's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Councillor... Ah, hello. It's very tragic.
Your head's grown more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as... Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine from... But I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. Though that's the question, isn't it? I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her. Damn my eyes! Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard if...
Давайте подопрашиваем.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants... What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe... Why? I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted... Your interest is piqued, I see. I'd suggest you have a chat with... A word of warning, though. We only accept the best, and those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time. Though I suppose...
Такое ни о чем.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic.
Ah, pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying, can I tell you? I suppose I can.
Самый скрытный тип.
Zimbladorix! That! Ha! Quite under my spell, aren't me? You mean you don't recognize me? Yes, that is strange. Oh, you'll find out.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I...
Капитана Аурея надо получить. Так, я предлагаю сохраниться, друзья, и продолжить уже в следующий раз. Всем спасибо за просмотр, кто смотрел записи, подпишитесь, оставьте комментарий, что вы думаете, как оно все идет, не идет. Ну и до встречи в следующем стриме. Пока.